So you're right. I think there are definitely better projects out there. I think Elitz was my first property that I bought thinking of investing, and not for end usage. And back then, I was still starting out and I didn't know how to do the math. I didn't know where to start. I don't know what sources to use. I didn't know what good looks like, what developers are good or not good. And I purely based it on a few fundamentals that, I thought was sensible at that point in time, on top of the 1% payment plan that Danube is very famous for. So I'll share some details on why at that point in time I thought that that was a pretty good project to jump into. But totally agree with you, if I could turn back time, that would be something that I would not pursue personally. So the first thing that struck me about this unit is that look at how huge is this entire one bedroom. It's at 1,099 square feet. Typical one bedrooms nowadays going at 800 square feet altogether, including a balcony. So even though the apartment living area is 700 square feet and the balcony is super huge at about 400 square feet, this L-shaped enveloping of the entire unit, I think that was the first thing that struck me as, it could be a pretty interesting investment. Secondly, I bought the unit for about 1,000 AED per square feet. And if you look at JVC of plan in the last 3 months, the price now is 1,273 square feet, which I think shows that the entire project itself from what I've bought is fair value. Look, I think there is also some sort of haircut I need to undertake because it's Danube, but all in all I think it's also still not too bad of an investment compared to what I previously thought. Finally, the location is super important to me, and that's also what struck me in the first place. So if you look at Elitz by Danube, it's literally a 5 minutes walk to Circle Mall JVC, and I think this is actually a very good location from an amenity standpoint, and I think personally this in itself could sell or to appeal to a large pool of tenants, and ergo from a rental yield perspective it could be quite exciting. Also, if you look at my official metro station insight, you could see that this is where Elitz will be. This is where Circle Mall is. And if this is indeed the metro interchange of the station, I think, again, the proximity to Elitz would also generate even more traffic and even more tenant appetite. So I felt like, net, this could be a decent investment, even though I have concerns about the developer. But the location is pretty solid. So maybe it's a bad investment, maybe it's a good investment, only time will tell.